headlines. Chief Minister N. Biren announces ex gratia of 20 lakh rupees to kin of each of 3 deceased MR riflemen. Cabinet to discuss compensation of 5 lakh rupees for injured riflemen. Scouts play a major role in building national integration, affirms Governor Dr. Najma Heptullah. No development without freedom of press, says Minister Karam Shyam during observance of National Press Day organized by DIPR. And women's football team of Mandalay to arrive at Imphal on November 23 to play friendly match with Manipur 11 during Sangai Festival. Good evening and welcome to Ash TV English News. I'm Monica Mengwam with the news in detail. Chief Minister N. Biren has announced ex gratia of 20 lakh rupees to each of the families of the 3 MR personnel who died in yesterday's accident. Compensation of 5 lakh rupees to be paid to the injured will be discussed at the cabinet meeting. The Chief Minister told media persons that the accident, in which 3 personnel were killed while on duty, has shocked and saddened him greatly. Meanwhile, autopsy of the 3 personnel who died yesterday in the fateful accident was performed at the Jennings mortuary today. The mortal remains of the 3 personnel were handed over to their families for their last rites. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren, former Deputy Chief Minister Gai Khangam, ministers and MLAs visited Jennings and shared the grief of the bereaved families.
And the government will definitely look into the matters for the future of their families, because they have been died during the line of duty. We took it seriously, and it is the pride moment of the government also, that pride in a sense. The Go to Hill missions, they were died on a mission on Go to Hill missions, which the government is sincerely approaching the peoples to people's contact to brought together both in a hill and a plain in one.
On the other hand, the condition of 2 police personnel of 5 Manipur Rifles who was injured in an unfortunate incident yesterday while accompanying the Chief Minister during his visit to Tamenglong is reported to be serious. It may be mentioned that 3 police personnel died on the spot when the gypsy they were traveling in fell into a deep gorge at Kaikau. The condition of the 2 injured police personnel of 5 Manipur Rifles who were injured in the accident, Havildar L. Jivan Kumar and Rifleman Paugulung Khamson, are serious currently in the undergoing treatment at Caesar Hospital. The deceased police personnel have been identified as Havildar K. Samarjit of Kurai Konsam Lekai, Dominic Golmay of Khopum Village, and K.H. Bungo of Kumbi Khugawangma. The dead bodies and injured police personnel were picked up from the deep gorge jointly by Bishnupur Police Commando and Special Security of Chief Minister along with the people. A team of ISTV News went down the deep gorge to help bring up the dead bodies and also the injured while covering the unfortunate incident. Bharat Scouts and Guides have been playing an important role in shaping the character of the youth in Manipur, irrespective of caste and creed, stated Governor of Manipur Dr. Najma Heptullah. She was speaking at the State Award distribution function of 9th Governor Rally for Manipur State Bharat Scouts and Guides held at Raj Bhavan today. She said the movement has helped in strengthening the bond of communal harmony, brotherhood and secularism for a peaceful state. Education Minister T.H. Radheshyam, State Commissioner of Manipur State Bharat Scouts and Guides T.H. Ibhopishak attended the program. A book of Scout Master was also released during the program. Dr. Najma Heptullah appreciated the Scouts and Guides for their relentlessly efforts to safeguard the integrity of the state. She said it is need of the hour to establish NCC and Scouts and Guides in every school. Such step will help to streamline discipline of students, the governor added.
Naturally, voluntary organization, non-political educational movement for young people open to all without any distinction of caste, creed, religion, gender, language. And this is the best way to project our unity in diversity.
Education Minister T.H. Radheshyam said, good step can lead to a good society.
Our ideas our words, our actions can make people cry, can make people laugh, can make people rich, can make people poor. So if we can guide people in the right direction, if we can act as this purpose to change our acts, our words, can wonders, and we can bring a lot of positive changes in Manipur.
The Department of Information and Public Relations DIPR today observed the National Press Day at the banquet hall of the 1st Battalion of Manipur Rifles. Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Karam Shyam, Commissioner of IPR K. Radhakumar, Director Meghachandra Kongbam, Deputy Director C.H. Noyon, and many others attended the observance. As part of the observance, the Manipur State Journalist Awards 2017 have been conferred on editor of Huyen Lanpao Daily Hemantukumar Ningomba, reporter Baby Cha of Huyen Lanpao Daily, reporters of Sangay Express Daily A. Dilip Kumar, Sapam Aruna M. Romen L. Samungao, and Daniel and Y. Ibomcha of Poknapam Daily for their dedication and hard work as journalists. The awards carry a sum of 20,000 rupees each along with citations. Addressing the gathering on the occasion, Minister Karam Shyam said, development cannot be brought about without freedom of press. It is not easy for the state journalists to execute their duties for the betterment of the society, as the remuneration being given to them is very less compared to the risks they take and hard work they put in while gathering news. Minister Karam Shyam praised the state journalists for the sacrifices they make to contribute to the growth of the society.
Neutral media. Sigi port amadi pota bagi tangai khadabale. Lai riba condition sidagi hen improvement ama adi lahan ba madarkar bai dio. Aduna akoi kamaina journalist ki or natural media ki press ki ning khatam da balam da mama ba koi karam na ning khatam balam da ai ga dori no. Aduna sarkar Vishnu, media ki salina Vishnu, praja Vishnu. Jointly fight the
Later, a workshop on challenges before media was also held as part of the observance. Former President of All Manipur Working Journalists Union Amju A.K. Sanatun was the moderator at the media workshop. Women's football team of Myanmar, Mandalay 11, is going to play a friendly match with Manipur 11 as part of Sangay Festival 2017 in Manipur. The Mandalay 11 is scheduled to arrive at Imphal on November 23, it is reported. On the other hand, the Naypyidaw Meet has unanimously adopted a resolution to hold women's football exhibition match in January in Mandalay area. The Mandalay team has begun rigorous practice sessions for the exhibition match on the theme connecting through sports to be played during the Sangay Festival 2017. In view of holding the exhibition match and Myanmar Manipur Media Interaction Program successfully, convener of Act East Policy Myanmar R.K. Shivachandra has discussed the exhibition match and interaction program along with Director of the Ministry of Health and Sports and Physical Education Department Principal Yu Myo Min Ung. R.K. Shivachandra said the football exhibition match has been organized with the objective of improving regional connectivity between Manipur and Myanmar.
Monthly region chigi sports ki quite a chaw monthly 11 team Myanmar Thadolaga Manipur da history koi bumong da han boina Manipur 11 ka sanana ba chem chare high team masi tang kulhum doi da tamuda yorakanda tamudagi tamkurumdoida koina Imphal tana puru matungda yam khorana ngaira ba Myanmar nupi monthly 11 amadi versus Manipur 11 lakadori ba Sangai festival asida tang kumanga kuntarukada main stadium Khuman Lampak sana ubiragani.
President of India Ramnath Kovind will visit Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Manipur from November 19 to 22, where he will attend various functions. The President will attend the valedictory function of completion of 40 years of Vivekananda Kendra, Itanagar on November 19. He will dedicate the newly built State Legislative Assembly to the people of Arunachal Pradesh and will address the legislatures at a special session of Arunachal Pradesh Assembly. Ramnath Kovind will attend the closing function of Namamim Barak Festival at Silchar on November 20. On the same day, he will attend a civic reception program at Guwahati University. On November 21, President of India Ramnath Kovind will inaugurate the Northeast Development Summit in Imphal and also inaugurate Manipur Sangai Festival. He will visit the INA War Memorial at Moirang on November 22. Meanwhile, boycotting the visit of President of India Ramnath Kovind to Manipur, who is scheduled to inaugurate the Sangai Festival 2017 on November 21, the Coordinating Committee Korkom, an umbrella body of major rebel organizations of Manipur, has called a 26-hour general strike in the state. The general strike will begin from 6 a.m. of November 21 and conclude at 8 in the next morning. The committee further informed that all essential services including media, water and power supplies, health services and traditional and religious ceremony will be exempted from the purview of the general strike. This was informed in a press release issued by the Publicity Committee of Korkom. It may be recalled that Chief Minister N. Biren was accorded a grand traditional welcome by thousands of people of Tamenglong district during his visit to the district headquarters yesterday. He was carried on a traditional palanquin by dozens of men and women, which is reserved for the man whom the Jalayaring people have the highest respect for. White carpet was laid for the Chief Minister to get down from the palanquin and walk up to the dais. Many cultural troupes presented folk dances and songs before the dignitaries. More than 10,000 people are reported to have attended the reception rally.
To be chosen as great
in the days to come.
Imphal East Police today conducted a search operation in Okram Chutek area in Imphal East District in the early morning today. The search operation was led by DSP CAR Roni, OC Commando B Lunthang Haukip, Inspector Raji, troops of 6 Assam Rifles and women police personnel under the supervision of SP Kabir. About 550 people, including 200 women, were verified one by one during the search operation. 4 women and 10 men without proper identifications were picked up and handed over to Irilbung Police Station for further verification. Manipur Day was observed at the 37th India International Trade Fair being held at Hamsa Dhuani Theatre, Pragati Maidan in the national capital Delhi yesterday. Minister of Commerce and Industries Thongam Biswajit attended the observance as chief guest and Principal Secretary P. Waifei was the president. Various cultural programs of different communities living in Manipur were showcased at the observance. The 2-day teachers training program under Rotary India Literacy Mission, organized jointly by Rotary Club of Imphal and Rotary Club of Polo City Imphal, which began on November 15, has concluded today. The Teachers Training Program was held at Rotary Multi-Service Center, Mantripukhi. District Literacy Committee Chair Rotarian B.C. Das Purkayastha, District Literacy Chair Adult Literacy Rotarian Laila Gatpoa, JDO Zone 1 Sucheta Kumukcham, President of Rotary Club of Imphal Rotarian Ilendra Thaudam, and President of Rotary Club of Polo City Imphal Rotarian Birla Hobijam were the Presidium members at the program. Altogether, 50 teachers from 18 schools of ZEO Zone 1 and 2 participated in the Teachers Training Program. Later, certificates were distributed to the teachers who participated in the program. Three-day national seminar on folklore of northeastern states of India was held at Manipur Institute of Management, Manipur University. Vice-Chancellor of Manipur University, Professor Adhya Prasad Pandey, Director of CIIL Mysore, Professor D.Z. Rao, and President of India Folklore Congress, Professor Jawaharlal Handu, attended the inaugural function. Professor Adhya Prasad Pandey said, "A community can stand on its own only after we develop our culture and tradition."
That you have chosen so many narratives, so many areas, that is oral history, ethnic identity, classical epics, then folklores of different states as well as of different styles. So a wide range of topic is being taken here. So it is good that, and I can say that the future of folklore is very prosperous, and we should not be worried about that.
And now it is time for a small break. We'll be back.
Swiss rolls with exotic fillings from Winkies, the cake specialist. Swiss rolls with exotic fillings from Winkies, the cake specialist.
Welcome back after the break. In another major success in its crusade against illicit drugs, 12 Assam Rifles of 26th Sector under the aegis of IGAR South apprehended a person along with 63 grams of heroin, 368 grams of brown sugar and 47,915 numbers of WY tablets worth approximately 4.18 crore rupees in the international market from his possessions. Based on a specific information on November 15, a black-colored Alto car traveling from Moreh to Imphal was stopped for checking at Kudengthabi. The arrested person has been identified as Akub Langkang. After the news of a woman who is suffering from breast cancer and her disabled daughter residing at Hawam Marag Chingtham Lekai struggling for livelihood without any assistance from the government was telecast on the ISTV News, generous people have come forward today too to extend financial help to the poor family. Education Minister T.H. Radhesham donated one tailoring machine and a sum of 30,000 rupees. Adhyaksha of Imphal West, R.K. Taruni, also donated 50 kilograms of rice and 5,000 rupees. Many people have also provided assistance to the helpless mother and daughter. Upper Primary Teachers Welfare Association is all set to launch agitation if the posting place of Upper Primary Teachers 2016 of SSA is not announced on or before November 20. Speaking to the media persons at Manipur Press Club, President of the Association Sajam Kotisat said, even though the past government has completed process of selection of teachers, posting of the teachers has not yet announced due to enforcement of Code of Conduct. In spite of memorandum submitted to the Chief Minister and authority concerned to announce the posting place, the same has not been done till today. Candidates have tendered resignation from the private schools after the results of the exam. Jobless teachers are facing hardship at the moment. They have appealed to the government to announce the posting place on or before November 20.
Seek the audience and appointment of our Honorable Chief Minister, sir, for voicing our grievances for redress. However, till that, there has been no responses which leave us very disheartened. Now it has been almost a year that we have lived our life without job. We therefore request our Honorable Chief Minister and his government to kindly give a sympathetic and humanitarian view of our plight and do the needful to redress our grievances for natural justice on or before 20 November 2017.
As part of the preparations to extend help to the differently able and helpless families, the first assessment camp for issuance of disability certificate and aid and appliances has kicked off at Liberal College in Imphal East District today. The assessment camp was jointly organized by the Department of Social Welfare and the Department of Health. Application forms for scholarship of students with disabilities were also distributed during the assessment camp. Speaking on the sideline of the Disability Assessment Camp, Director, Department of Social Welfare Jacinta Lazarus said efforts will be made to start proving suitable assistance to those who have been assessed in the camp. It is worth mentioning that the initiative has been taken up under the Chief Minister's Helping Hand program for the differently able and destitute families of the state. Director Jacinta Lazarus further said scholarship and travel allowance application forms will also be distributed during the assessment camp in order to make suitable assistance available to the beneficiaries.
The purpose of the assessment camp is three things. One is to issue the disability certificate. Second one is in case anybody wants any aids and appliances, the government has decided to provide it free of cost. And also we are issuing the forms for the newly launched Chief Minister Sutara Basingi Tengbang, where we are providing different assistance to disabled people and old people.
The incident of burning and destroying floating huts on Loktak Lake from November 11 to 23 in 2011 was observed yesterday as the 6th Loktak Lake Ocean Day. The observance was organized by all Loktak Lake Areas Fishermen Union Manipur at the Community Hall of Thanga Chinglak Thongkha. Advisor of the Union H. Yaima, Chairman of Committee on Human Rights Punindro Konsam, President of CORE Dr. Debabrata Roy, President of All Manipur Farmers Association Dhana Joy Chingakam of Apunbalup, T.H. Anand of Amkil, President of NIPCO O. Premjit, President of Apunba Nupilup, Bishnupur District and Pramukh, Executive Director of Human Rights Alerts Bablu Loitongbam among others attended the observance. Pulindro Konsam accused the government of gambling with the lives of the poor and helpless people on the pretext of protecting the wetland areas in the state. Various inhuman steps are being taken against the fishermen. There is nothing worse than burning down the huts of the fishermen by the Loktak Development Authority as a means to stop them from fishing in the lake and to drive the helpless fishermen away from their homes. Removing fundis from the Loktak Lake is tantamount to committing crime against the history of Manipur, but also nature. Having Loktak Lake Protection Act implemented and decommissioning the Ithai Barrage has become very important, Pulindro said. Now, before we wind up, let's see the headlines once again. Chief Minister N. Biren announces ex gratia of 20 lakh rupees to kin of each of 3 deceased MR riflemen. Cabinet to discuss compensation of 5 lakh rupees for injured riflemen. Scouts play a major role in building national integration, affirms Governor Dr. Najma Heptullah. No development without freedom of press, says Minister Karam Shyam during observance of National Press Day organized by DIPR. And women's football team of Mandalay arrived at Imphal on November 23 to play friendly match with Manipur 11 during Sangai Festival. That's all for the moment, and thank you for watching STV English News.